Hello, everyone. It's Monday, and I am here sitting just in a relaxed mode as of this point. Just had a great workout, and just wanted to share some wonderful information about my daughter who is actually graduating in a couple of months, and just love it. She shared some just insights about her journey a little on Facebook earlier, and I was moved in touch, and others were too. But I just wanted to put this out towards her, and I hope that you all bear with me. I wrote it so I can actually read it. So if it appears that I'm reading, that's what I'm doing. But I just wanted to say this to her because she said it something so profound. As such, she was over her journey of going there and the length of time. Sometimes things don't happen when you plan to, because I truly believe it's a purpose and a place, and the time is right when it happens, and it happened exactly when it's supposed to. So I just want to share this with you. I'll give you a little leadway of what my experience on my side of the camera in my life leading up to her. She was born to me. We were in Germany. I'm getting emotional. I prayed for a little girl. I knew without any doubt that I was going to have a little girl. I named her after my favorite model, Iman. All through college, I had Iman, the model, pictures all over my walls, and I often said, ever since I was 15, I'm going to name my first daughter Iman. American, as far as the way we would say it, is Iman. So when I first had her, we were calling her Iman. And just a little bit further back, often people would say, well, by that time, you're probably going to change her name. Are you sure you want to name her that? Yes, I do, and I will. So from 15 years old, I knew that I was going to name my first daughter Iman. And like I said, we're in Germany. I had her, came into this world, beautiful bundle of joy. We moved to the United States after doing a duty tour there, which her father was in the military. And I just knew something, not only say special, but just awesome about her, because she just was something and someone that I just love and I adore. And when you pray about something and you get what you want, you know that it's just a wonderful experience to be in the midst. And most of all, I was just more than anything grateful and honored. And we are so much alike when it comes to fashion, when it comes to shoes, clothes, whatever. I can shop for her without a problem. I remember going in stores, and we will be either ahead of each other. She could be behind me. We'll pick up the same item and say, look, you like this? She's like, oh, I just picked it up. Or one holiday, I picked out the same outfit for her, a shirt and a pair of pants. We had the same, when she opened the box, I had the same present for her in my box. How about that? How amazing is that? So much alike. The only thing different I used to tease her about is that she's a little bit more selfish than I am. And I was more of, why be selfish? So we were basically identical twins, just a mother and daughter. So leading up to her career goal, as far as her plans for her future, what happened was she was considering going to a fashion art school, which I did also. And I took her to that school one Saturday morning. It was in Charlotte, for her to find out more about it. And she went, and everything was a plus. Everything was a go. Well, as I recall, when she got home, and the day after, the next day, and the next day after that, she would get calls from the school asking her, okay, what you going to do next? You need to do this, do that. And she wouldn't respond. And I was like, oh my goodness, are you serious? Not only was all through high school, seemed like you didn't take the SAT test, because that's a known factor. You did this, but you didn't do that. And I was just stressed out back from high school. So going toward college, she went to the school. Everything was a go. She never returned the people's phone call back. Well, the summer she went to stay with my in-laws. She was at church and a young lady approached her and asked her what was her plans. And she said, well, being that you don't seem like you know, why don't you go to Benedict College? And why don't you just give them a try and just check it out? Well, as they approached the college, it was my mother-in-law took her, God bless her, and may she rest in peace. She took her there, and as soon as they walk in the door, was my mother-in-law, like first a second cousin. And they were like, wow, okay, she wants to come here. We're gonna make this happen. Well, it went a little step further than that. I believe the next day or so, she was down there getting, finding out about the classes. And my daughter never boasts and brag about herself. If it was me, oh my goodness, she never boasts and brag about her talents, her gifts, or anything. And she was led. Was a guy standing, she said, on the sideline in the back. And she was led to go ask this guy a question. And the question was about the dance team. She was like, well, what do you know about the dance team? He said, oh, I know, a lot. I'm over it. I'm the one that, I'm over it. So she was like, well, I wanted to know because I was considering trying out for it. And he was like, okay, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you come back in the morning? We'll open it back up. We'll allow you to try out. Well, all this is going on, and I'm here in Fayetteville, and she's in Columbia over the summer, and she went to try out, and she made the dance team. Beautiful. So about 6 months in, no money was talked about. That same day, they gave her, once she got she went up in front of the school and talked with some of the people there. They gave her a key to her dorm room, and she went right on in her dorm room. And by this time, when I got the information, my in-laws already had bought her stuff for her room, and they already had given her a key. And she was in. And they called me and they said, well, she's there. She's in. And I'm like, what? Really? How? She has never taken an SAT test. First of all, let's get this right. We have not talked about money. They said, she will be on a scholarship. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is unreal. So she called me about 2 weeks after that and said, Mom, I'm about $1,500 short. And at first I was like, okay, God, I'm going to get this money, $1,500 to finish anything she needs to get in. And God spoke in my spirit, says, done. She don't have to pay a dime. It's done. And I said, okay. And about 10 minutes later, she called me. She said, Mom, the $1,500 was wiped away. I'm in without any money owed at this point. Wow. Well, I just want to take you a little bit back, and please bear with me if you can. 2 years before that, when she was still in high school, she was asked to come perform at this Delta showcase right at Benedict College to model because they knew that she was a model. And she had did it some years back, but they asked her to come, and this one was at Benedict College, and she was going to perform a dance routine. As she was dancing, and she performed at the same there. After the show, this man came up, and he just started talking to her. He approached her. He said, I am the president of Benedict College. Now, stay with me. This is way before she gets the scholarship. This is like a couple of years before that. He said, what are your plans? And she said, I don't know. And he said, basically everything that me and her dad and grandparents and aunts have been telling her for her whole entire life, he told her in 15 minutes. I'll never forget that. That's one confirmation. The other confirmation is when she approached this guy who she never would go and ask a question to no one, and happened to be the guy who can make a decision about opening up the tryouts for the dance team. That's another. By her finding out that her great-great-grandfather was one of the first to be a student at Benedict College. That's another confirmation. History being made. I bought her a pair of boots probably a couple of years before, like she was in the 9th or 10th grade. It was gold and yellow. I'm sorry, it was gold and purple. She didn't have anything to go with it. She had one little sweater to go with it. Never knew and understand. I bought it. I loved it. Confirmation. It was a color her school she had. After that, she had many colors to go with it because of the colors of it. I can go on and on and on about the confirmations. I know she touched lives there while she was there and while she's still there. And for whatever reason, she's come out a little later than she probably is expected is not that important to me or to God. She started what she finished. She's finishing what she started. Because by me saying she started what she finished is because it's already done. It was already mapped out. The master plan was in effect. She's living through her master plan. It's done. It's being done. So I am just grateful today just to be able to share this with whomever is listening, because my daughter means the world to me. I love her. I love my baby girl just the same. They have two different paths on how they touch the world and how they're going to motivate the world, how they're going to be in the world. But I must say today is about Iman, who this is just the beginning for her future goals. She's going to be bigger than big. It's her dream. If she wanted to be a top-notch dancer on a pro football team, basketball team, that's her dream. If that's what she want to do. She want to dance with Beyonce, I believe God can make that happen too. However, whatever, the sky is the limit. The sky. And then God will make room beyond the skies. That's my belief. And I just want to say thank you all for giving me the opportunity to share this with you on today. And all of this is just to say to her, Iman, I am so proud of you. Your dad is proud of you. Your sister, your aunts, uncles, your cousins, your grandparents, all four of them, which are in heaven right now. They are so proud of you. And they saying, whatever your mommy say to make your life easier, listen. All the business plan, the proposition I have out there for you and your system is all to leave a legacy, not for you only, but for for my grandkids, which will be your kids one day. Anything is possible. Trust and believe in God. And for those who need to hear this, same thing to you. God bless. And I appreciate every moment in time that you allowed me to be in your world as I am in yours. Thank you so much. Thank you.